Welcome to Event Radio, covering local drag racing, stock car racing, motorcycles, go-karts. If it's got wheels and you can race it, you'll hear about it here. Event Radio is motorsports radio on steroids. Now, let's join your hosts, Spivvy Williams and Terrible T-Guy.
I'm ready.
All right, guys, welcome to the next edition of Event Radio. We are at the absolutely coolest Corvette event that goes on in this city, the Corvette Homecoming. Once a year, we're here. We're going to have fun, and we're going to bring you all the fun stuff that goes on from Corvette Homecoming 2016. What do you think, T?
I don't know if it should be called Corvette Homecoming or Corvette Heaven.
Well, I tell you what, Joe Pruitt does a great job.
Oh, fantastic.
He puts on one heck of a show here and brings in the baddest of the bad. What I really like, and I've said this before, this show covers all year cars. It's not just the late model stuff like you see at some of the museum events.
Right.
Where it's a certain bunch.
Well, also this year, Spiv, they've got the Chevrolet. I mean,
right.
Chevrolet,
They've got 55, 6, and 7 Chevys. One of the people we're going to introduce you to, there are some guys, and it's Mills Auction Company, and guys, trust me, they are the absolute best classic car auctioneers anywhere in this part of the country. They are flat good at what they do. They sell 2 or 3 of these classic car sales a year, and, buddy, these guys get it on. They know what to do. If you want your car to bring big bucks, you come to one of their auctions. They make it bring a ton of cash. And so that's one of the things that Joe Pruitt bought back this year, one of the things that was original done at the National Corvette Homecoming. They always had a car auction. He doesn't just do a normal auction. He brings in the best in the country to do it. The guys from Mills Auction are the best. They're the best classic car guys out there, and they're going to be over here. The cool thing about a car auction, guys, bring your checkbook, come over here. They can price cars anything what they want. These guys will show you what they're really worth. That's what an auction does. It lets you know what your car is really worth. Some of you it makes happy. Some of you it makes sad. But it tells the truth, right?
Truth's the truth.
The truth is the truth. So they don't fool around. They do a great job. That's one of the highlights of this show to me, T-Bone. I'm excited about the auction.
I tell you what, if you can't find a car out here, or a Corvette, if you can't find a Corvette here, you're not looking for a Corvette.
Well, I tell you what, this is going to be a fun event. We're going to introduce you to a lot of people, and we're going to start off with what I figure is the premier deal. The guys that are doing the auction are going to be our first guest, because they're going to get fired up here pretty soon, and we don't want to waste any of their time for sure, and we're afraid they might sell our golf cart.
There you go, afraid to scratch your nose, we'll buy something.
Yeah, if you rub your nose or anything, you might wind up owning no telling what. What do you think?
I think we need to get started and talk to these fellas before they get busy.
Well, I think we should, and I think that's what we're going to do.
If you like any kind of Corvette or any kind of Chevrolet, check the rest of the show out. It's going to be killer.
There's all kinds of things here, guys. There's all kinds of booths in there. You can buy everything from lady stuff to guy stuff to Corvette parts to T-shirts to hats to you name it. If it's got Corvette on it, you can get one. You won't be
able to find a Ford hat in there.
No, but you ought to be in hog heaven. You got a Corvette.
Yeah.
You're a Corvette guy, so you know how to walk the walk and talk the talk and do all that stuff.
I got to learn the Corvette wave, though.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm still practicing on that.
Well, we do run a decal called "Save the Wave" for the girls out in the Carolinas, and that's a tradition. That's a thing that Corvette owners have done for years. It's a staple. It's one of the things they do.
Well, Spivvy, have you noticed all the different states these cars come in? They're not trailer queens either. They driving these pretty cars.
Oh no! It's a fun deal. Well, we're going to get out of here. We're going to get real busy before these guys get started. We want to make our mess before they make their mess, if you will, and before they actually start selling stuff. We don't want them We don't want them selling our golf cart because these boys are the best there is, and they'll sell everything that stops in front of them. You don't have to worry. They flat get it on. They know what to do, and they know how to make it bring money. And that's what's going to go on here in a few minutes.
Well, they're agreeing with us right now.
Yeah, there you go, boy. They're easy, huh? They actually think we got money and going to bid. What do you think?
There you go.
They're just out of luck there. Guys, you're on Event Radio. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to bring you everything that's cool from Corvette Homecoming. And we're going to start out with the guys that are the best classic car auctioneers in our part of the world, the guys from Mills Auction Company. And we will be right back.
On the track or on the street, the number one brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
Guys, you are back from Corvette Homecoming, and we got the guys that are going to put on the best show in town right here, and the guys that are actually have put this event back on the mark. One of the things that used to be the hit of Corvette Homecoming when it first started with Alan Hudson and all those guys was the auction where you could come and buy a Corvette. You could come and do your deal, and my friends here, they don't just price you a car. They show you what it's really worth because that's what an auction is. You buy it at a figure. You buy it at your figure, not the figure that they're telling you it's worth. These guys are the best there is when it comes to classic car auctions. They do this all the time. My friend, Mr. Russell Mills, how are you, sir?
I'm great. How are you today?
Well, if I was any better, I'd be a fat twin. And my other buddy back here, the Taylor guy, tell him who you are.
Philip Trailer.
Philip, these guys, trust me, I've watched these guys because I used to be an old car dealer back, and I don't tell a lot of people that because there still may be some of those sleds out there running. But these guys put on a show. They know their business. You guys do a fabulous job with auctions.
Well, thank you. We're just excited to be part of the Corvette Homecoming this year and looking forward to many more years and working in partnership with
Well, Terry and I were a little scared to come up here on our golf cart. We were afraid you'd sell it before we got out of your way, especially this cat back here. I've watched him now. He's ruthless.
And about 15 or 20 minutes from now, you better not drive through because we will
probably
sell
not
it.
do that. Well,
that's right.
How many auctions do you do a year? You're at everyone. You're a staple.
I do about 350 auctions a year.
Wow. Y'all sell each other for me real quick. Come on, do something.
Well, if I sell Russell, it'd be in some very low increments.
Well, that's all right. We won't bid big money, but give them a little taste.
All right. 20, pop it down, 30, hit it down, 30, pop it down, 40, here now, 5, pop it down, 5, 50, 5, hit 5 here, pop it down, 50, pop it down. Sold Russell Mills for $50.
All right.
Yeah, you may have got more than he's worth, you think?
That was probably by the pound and a lot of money.
I've been by your thing. I've got a boat, and we go to the lake a lot. My new girlfriend and I'm trying to learn how to do that, and I've hit everything but the lottery in this pontoon. But we go by. Really, I'm not kidding you. We go by your place there, and you do all kinds of sales, right?
We do. We do a lot of real estate auctions, farm machinery auctions, as well as classic car auctions and all types of automobiles.
Well, the classic car stuff is what really got my attention. I've been to several of them that you've done, and guys, trust me. You can trust these guys with your hot rod. They will make it bring what it's worth. They really will. And their fees are very reasonable. They're not, this is not Barrett Jackson you roll into where it costs you $1,000 for a snow cone. These guys do their job. They do the excellent job. And that's what you want. I mean, they're trusting you with their deal. You know what I mean?
That's right. Well, we appreciate you saying that. We're honored that you say that. Russell and I have been good friends a long time, and we feel like that the combination of his team and ours, we can just correlate a better team. And there's a big need out there for folks that can't go to Barrett Jackson, folks that need to come to a sale just like this without big fees, that have got a nice $12,000 or $15,000 or $20,000 collector car.
Sure.
And be able to come out here on Saturday morning in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and be able to sell and buy and sell and trade as they see fit.
Well, I tell you what, I wasn't kidding. I've done this event for Joe several years, and we do motorsports radio all over the world. And we have done this event, and this to me is the hit of the whole event because this brings it back to where it started. Back years ago, the auction was the ultimate thing that went on at Corvette Homecoming. And for you guys, when it went, my buddy Joe Pruitt, he if he's going to be a bear, he's going to be a grizzly. He doesn't just do it. He brings in the best there is to do this, and you guys are. I mean, the collector auctions you've done that I've been to, you guys are the bad guy on the block, and trust me, you do an excellent job.
We have a lot of fun doing it.
Well, that's sort of what I like.
Right.
Hey, guys, the thing about it, if you're not even interested in buying a car, you need to come and sit down and watch these guys. The dog and pony show they put on is unmatched by anybody, and I think that's great. I think that's cool.
That's right. We'd like just to invite everybody to come out. We start at 11 o'clock, but if you can't be here at 11, just come on when you can make it.
Oh, Lord, I'm going to have to.
Looks like close to 65 or 70 cars in the auction this morning, and just come out. If you're interested in bidding on a car or just coming as a spectator, we invite you to come out and be a part of
Do
this
they go
event.
and register somewhere?
You come in and just buy your armband. Your $10 armband is for the entire show, and you get to be in for the auction.
You get to come in and buy
correct.
a car, huh?
That's
Hey,
right.
boy,
That's
that's cool.
That's correct.
Now all I got to do is figure out how to find enough pop bottles so I can get one. But we might be able to do that. You never know. Guys, listen, it is our pleasure to slow you all down long enough to have you on Event Radio. We're fortunate enough to get to do this stuff everywhere, and we meet lots of people. And it seems like we gravitate to the best there is when we go talk to people, and we have done that at this event with you guys. You're going to put on quite a show, and you're going to make the buyers money and the sellers money, and just do what you do.
We appreciate it. It's an honor.
All right. Thank you.
Well, I tell you what, guys, before the fun police catch up to us, we're going to have to get it. And especially with these two guys, we can't hang around them long. They'll sell our golf cart. We'll be walking. We won't be able to do the rest of this show. You're on Event Radio, guys. We're at Corvette Homecoming, Bowling Green, Kentucky, having more fun than the law allows. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Quick Fuel Technology, the innovators in fuel systems, introduces the latest in high-temperature coating technology for select street and performance carburetors. QFT's new Black Diamond series features a unique satin black Teflon coating that provides award-winning good looks and lasting durability. The Black Diamond series is impact-resistant, repels all underhood chemicals, and reduces fuel temperature by 6% for improved performance. The Black Diamond series by Quick Fuel, the ultimate in form and function.
All right, guys, we are back from Corvette Homecoming, and following the guys from Mills, it is only proper to have my buddy, the gentleman that actually started all this auction stuff at Corvette Homecoming. He's a Florida guy, or he was. Now he's moved back to the good country where there's sweet tea and country ham. But my good friend, Mr. Alan Hudson, what is going on, my friend?
Well, it's a beautiful day out here in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and away we go,
Well, buddy, you did the very first auction at Corvette Homecoming. You made them bring a tub full. I wanted to buy one. I couldn't even get close. You were doing such a good job. Daggone you.
Well, that's true. Myself and Lloyd Ferguson, Lloyd.
I know Lloyd.
We auctioned for a long, long time.
I know you did. I know you did.
Out at Beach Bend Park and had an excellent time out there.
Well, I tell you what. Are you buying? I know you buy a lot of Corvettes. Are you still doing that, or?
I still have quite a few Corvettes. I've brought 3 vehicles out here today to run through the auction sale, and we'll try to get a few of them sold.
Well, honey, I know you better than that. You're going to, if there's any money made here, my buddy is the end result of that. He's always there. He always has the biggest deposit slip in town. And I worry about you, Alan,
Well, no need to worry about me.
I know that. Listen, my friend, I wanted to just stop you. Number one, thank you for getting all this stuff started. Thank you for showing these guys how important the auction is, because bringing it back, that's one of the hits of Corvette Homecoming. That's one of the things Joe's always lacked.
Well, sure, and the auction sale is not only a place to buy and sell cars, it's an entertainment for everybody that comes out. It's
these guys do a dog and pony show that's unreal,
They do a great job, and they've got several older car auctions throughout the year, and this is going to be hopefully a highlight for them in the upcoming years.
Well, I hope your cars bring $50 billion. If they do, I want to borrow money.
Well, I'd have to pay taxes.
Well, okay. Well, Alan and I every once in a while wind up seeing each other at the Franklin Music. We do old stuff now. We do things old people do. We don't no more Hudson and Pickard drag race cars or none of that stuff. But we had a lot of fun, didn't we?
We did. We sure did.
We went fast, and now we go slow, and and we sort of stop and enjoy life a little
We
bit.
still think fast, but that's the only thing that moves fast.
Yeah. Terry says all the time that both of us, that our body writes checks, or our mind writes checks, our body can't cash.
There you go.
Is that the way it is?
That's exactly how it is. Absolutely.
We're going to cut you loose and let you go start counting your money. The one and only, guys, Mr. Alan Hudson, my friend, been my friend for lots of years, and I appreciate you joining us on Event Radio. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Spivey. Thank you for having me.
Guys, you're on Event Radio. We're at Corvette Homecoming. If we have any more fun, the fun police are going to be here on us like you wouldn't believe. We will be right back.
On the track or on the street, the number one brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
Guys, we are back from Corvette Homecoming 2016, and I actually get to introduce you to an old friend of mine that I don't tell a lot of people that is my friend, but really he is, and he is our local Chevy dealer, and I'm telling you what, all kidding aside, probably as cool a place to buy a Chevy car of anywhere in the country, Mr. Joe Campbell Chevrolet. What's going on, my friend?
Well, son, you don't know how much that means for me for you to talk like that about me. I'm so tickled to death to be here with you.
Well, you know, and the bad part about it is I mean it. You know, that's what really is. You know, I've known you for how many years? Jesus, a long time. And
let's not talk about age now.
Well, I mean, you were a mere child. That's what it was. You were a mere child. But really, all kidding aside, guys, you can buy a Chevy car anywhere in the world. There's Chevy dealers on every corner, but you won't go to one that appreciates your business anymore. You won't go to one that will take care of you after the fact, and you won't go to one that'll at least make you feel like you got a good deal, whether you did or you didn't.
We try real hard at that.
I know you do. I know, and you do a good job because you sell 2 or 3 cars.
1 or 2.
Yeah, I mean, you got a feel full. Give me a break. And the cool thing, guys, trust me, what would be better than buying a Corvette at Corvette City, USA from the Corvette City, USA Chevy dealer? That is, you know, you're unique, buddy. And I know they do the museum delivery and all that. I've done shows on that. But still, to get it at the original Chevy dealer where Corvettes are made, that's important.
Yeah, and you don't realize that most people around this area doesn't realize it, but we're probably within the top 30 to top 50 in the whole United States in delivery of Corvettes.
Oh, I don't doubt that. And the thing about it, what's cool, guys, is these boys know them. They will tell you what really is working and what doesn't work and what's good and what they'll even tell you what's bad. You know.
We've got a Corvette man that handles a lot of our Corvettes and knows all the ins and outs, and also has a real good working relationship with the plant and General Motors, and that's Chuck Raymer, who's our Corvette man.
Yeah, he don't know much about Shelby Cobras, but other than that, he's good. He's good on Corvettes.
That's another story.
Yeah, that's another story. We won't. I could be retired like you and have all that money if I had that car back.
Yeah.
I could go play golf with you
if you had that car back.
If I had that car back, yeah. You know, I mean, guys, what we're talking about,
you know
Joe
where
knows.
It is now?
No, I have no idea. I sold it to a doctor in Louisville. Actually, what we're talking about, when I was a kid, I bought a real AC Cobra, and actually had a big block Corvette at the same time. I had a 66 427 Corvette at the same time, and a Cobra, no offense, would outrun it. But still, I sold that car for $1,000 profit, and now that car would bring what, Joe, $700,000.
That's right.
You know, and I'm brilliant. That's why Joe Campbell never had me go to work for him as a car salesman, because I sold an AC Cobra for $1,000 profit. So it shows you I'm not really good at it. You know,
but that was good money back then.
It was, but boy, it's sure bad now, isn't it? But, you know, my foresight just a little off. You know, a little off. Listen, my friend, it is, guys. Trust me. How many Corvette events do you go to where the Chevy dealer cares enough to be out here walking through the crowd, looking at the cars like a participant, when he sees them every day of his life, and he sells them every day of his life. But yet he cares enough about the enthusiast, he cares enough about the car, and he believes enough in his product that he's selling to be out here and be a part of it. Joe, my friend, I give you a hard time, but I love you like a brother, and thank you for all you have done to promote Corvette in Bowling Green. I know you've done that, and you're the best kept secret in town as far as everything you've done, but you have done that much, and I appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate that, Spivvy. A lot of people don't realize that even when the Corvette Museum was coming into existence, there was 4 of us on the board, including the head guy with General Motors, Chevrolet Motor Division at the time, and we were the ones that got the museum started, so yeah, I'm really dedicated to the Corvette and staying in Bowling Green.
Well, guys, you don't see any other Chevy dealers here, so that ought to tell you something. And my buddy here, I'm a little, I think I'm going to ride with him to the auction because I know he's got a great big checkbook, and there's no telling what he'll buy over there. What do you think?
That is a fact. You never know what. And I keep talking to my guys about that. I don't believe they know what they're doing.
Oh, really? Well, you do all right, my
but
friend.
they know a lot more about it than I do anymore. I'm getting too old to be doing it.
Is your golf game good?
Golf game's good, but could be a lot better.
Well, and not a lot of other people know that you could have been, or you were a professional baseball player, right?
Yeah, I played in the big leagues with 2 clubs, yeah.
2 clubs. Now you play golf with 2 clubs. Yeah, that's what you do.
And then some.
And then some. Okay. Guys, the one and only, my dear friend, Mr. Joe Campbell. If you want to buy a Chevrolet, that is the place to buy one. Believe it or not, he sells other Chevy models than the Corvette. He has a lot of them over there. And go over there and see his number 1 son, Troy. He'll take care of you. And Joe, thank you so much for all you've done, buddy. You put Bowling Green on the map. Just a lot of people don't know it. And you did that with the museum. You did that with your Chevy store. And you've done that being just an all-around good guy, and I appreciate it so much. I appreciate the friendship.
Thank you, baby. I really appreciate it.
Guys, we're at Corvette Homecoming 2016, Sloan Convention Center. We're having just too much fun at Corvette Homecoming, and just don't you go anywhere. You're on Event Radio. We'll be right back.
Quick Fuel Technology, the innovators in fuel systems, introduces the latest in high-temperature coating technology for select street and performance carburetors. QFT's new Black Diamond series features a unique satin black Teflon coating that provides award-winning good looks and lasting durability. The Black Diamond series is impact-resistant, repels all underhood chemicals, and reduces fuel temperature by 6% for improved performance. The Black Diamond series by Quick Fuel, the ultimate in form and function.
All right, guys, we are back from Corvette Homecoming 2016, Sloan Convention Center, and we come in to meet a gentleman that this car is absolutely fabulous. It is a 1967 Corvette Coupe, which there are a lot of those. This one just happens to have 239,000 documented miles on it. What is your name, sir?
I'm Chris Henry.
And you bought it brand new, didn't you, Chris?
No, sir, I'm the second owner. I bought it in 2010.
Oh, okay.
From the original owner.
Okay. Well, I said that sort of makes you think they build a good car, doesn't it?
It does. It was well taken care of by the original owner.
Oh, yeah. Well, all Corvettes usually are.
They are.
They usually are. And you haven't quit. I mean, this thing looks like it could get by with having 200 or 2,300 miles on it instead of 239,000.
Well, 2 weeks ago, I drove it from Chattanooga to Dayton, Ohio.
Wow.
And it did fine.
Are you from Chattanooga, sir?
I am. Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Oh, I go down there a lot. I know all about that. I get lost with the best of them down in Chattanooga. I get lost downtown. I do some stuff for Coker Tire.
Oh, good.
We went down there, and I got lost big time. And was trying to find Brainerd Road, and I think you got 14 Brainerd Roads there.
We do.
But you know, I at least made it. I made it. I can see you have a hat of another one of our buddies, the guys at Jags, that Mike Coughlin is a good friend of mine. So how many shows do you take this to, sir?
My wife and I try to get about 14 shows a year.
Okay.
We feel like it's a real unique car, even though it's not a rebuilt brand new one. It's with a lot of miles, and it's all documented, and it's got a good paperwork behind it, and people enjoy seeing the old original cars.
Well, you know, those are Corvettes, my friend. That's when Corvettes were Corvettes. You know, they were. I guess they talk the talk and walk the walk both back then. You didn't have to buy a Z06. You didn't have to buy a $100,000 car to have a hot rod. You know, that's what they were. And I tell you, the car you have is gorgeous. There's no doubt about it. It's beautiful.
Well, thank you. We're going the NCRS route, and they've got special classes for this type of a car, and so far it's done quite well.
I can imagine. One thing about it, you're the high mileage guy on the block. That's for sure.
Yes, sir.
You know, and really, you know what's really cool is that this car, the more miles you put on it, the more it's getting worth.
That's correct.
You know, really it is, because it's unique, it's different. The car costs $5,300 new. I'm reading this on the thing, I think. And you've got every one of the things, the original title. You've got everything behind it for people to see, and that's so neat. The bill sheet. You've got everything where it's shipped out of St. Louis. You've got the dealer stuff and where it was there. That's cool. Now that's cool to have.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, it makes it over just looking at a cool car. You get to see the history, you know, and it's sort of like wondering where you've been. You know, well, this tells you where it's been.
It does. It shows you how expensive it was in that day, but now it's just as expensive.
Now it's 10 times that. It's worth 10 times that right now, you know, with all the miles on it. I mean, it's how many Corvettes you had, sir? Bunch?
No, I've got only two. I've had one I bought in 1982.
Okay.
And I'm still it's a driver, and I bought this one just because of what it was. And I wanted to go the route of showing the car and presenting the car to other people who might enjoy it. So.
Well, I tell you what, you're doing a fabulous job, my friend, with all the documentation, everything. The guys, trust me, if you come to Corvette Homecoming, come out in the parking lot, check this car out. It's the most original high-mileage 67 Corvette coupe in the world, and it's sitting here at Corvette Homecoming for you to see. And this gentleman is gracious enough to talk to you and tell you about it. And, buddy, it don't get no better than that. Welcome to Bowling Green. Thank you for coming, and we hope we've had fun.
We have. Thank you very much.
Hey, it's our pleasure.
Right.
Guys, you're on Event Radio. We're having a blast. We're at Corvette Homecoming 2016, Sloan Convention Center, and we'll be right back.
Quick Fuel Technology, the innovators in fuel systems, introduces the latest in high-temperature coating technology for select street and performance carburetors. QFT's new Black Diamond series features a unique satin black Teflon coating that provides award-winning good looks and lasting durability. The Black Diamond series is impact-resistant, repels all underhood chemicals, and reduces fuel temperature by 6% for improved performance. The Black Diamond series by Quick Fuel, the ultimate in form and function.
All right, guys, we are back from National Corvette Homecoming, Sloan Convention Center in Bowling Green. And we drive up on a car that's sort of near and dear to my heart, a 77 Corvette. And I had a 77. I had a white car, actually, when my little daughter was born, and that's what we brought her home from the hospital in, was a 77 Corvette. And you got a red one that's killer. What is your name, sir?
My name is Scott Holmes.
Scott, where are you from?
Madisonville, Kentucky.
Ooh, I know where it is. That's not far away.
Not far, about an hour and a half.
Yeah, I know a guy over there named Don Bowles.
Yep, I know him.
Do you know Don? Yeah. I don't tell everybody that I know him, but no, I really do. He's a nice guy. He's a great drag racer and a good friend.
Yep.
What do you do, sir?
I'm the director of purchasing at a company in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, FP International.
Okay, I don't know what that is, but that's okay. But you buy lots of stuff, huh?
I do.
Do you buy lots of Corvettes?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, so you have to buy stuff they use, huh? That ain't any good.
Exactly.
So do you spend a lot of Corvette hours as far as going to shows and that kind of deal?
As much as I can.
Do you?
As much as I can. And my problem is I have more than one hobby. I've got the Corvette, but I also like to bass fish, so that takes some of my time in the summertime as well. So.
All right, we got to talk boats just a second. I'm learning. I bought a pontoon, and so far I've hit everything but the lottery in that thing because they don't turn like they're supposed to. They don't drive like a car.
No, they don't.
But your bass boat, I watch you guys. What is the significance of coming through there at 100 mile an hour to get a bass? Why do you do that?
Well, a lot of the big tournaments, there's a lot of money in it. So when you spend a lot of time pre-fishing and finding the spots where the bass are located a day or two ahead of time, there's only certain spots in the lake that have those areas, and so you want to try to get there first.
I got you. And then you have to get back for a weigh-in on time too, right?
Exactly, or you get docked.
I mean, I understand a little bit about it, and actually my girlfriend had to tell me why all this is going on. But some of them guys come through there, buddy, at rocket speed. I mean, they'll say, how fast is your bass boat?
Mine will run about 65 or 70.
God bless. That's fast enough, my bud. That's fast enough. Because you boys, you know how to get done. What's the biggest fish you ever caught?
The biggest one I've ever caught is about 7 pounds.
Really? Did you win a tournament with that?
The best I've done in a tournament is second place.
Well, got to be the bridesmaid before you can be a bride.
That's
you know,
exactly
I mean,
right.
That's the way it works. You know, if you had to pick one, Corvette or bass boat? Ooh, hard question,
that is
right?
A hard question. You know, I'd probably pick the Corvette.
Would you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I understand. And I can't say as I blame you. Really, it's a little more mobile. You can go different places. You got to have water to go in the other one. And this one, you can go in water or pretty weather. I wouldn't have it out in much water, but
Exactly.
because it's too pretty a car. Have you had it a long time?
I've had it for about 7 or 8 years.
Have you really? So it's a family member, huh?
It is.
Well, that's good. That's good. Have you always had them, or is this the first one, or what?
This is the second one I've had. I had another 77, 25, 30 years ago. And
Always going back to your childhood.
Exactly.
Huh?
Well, the problem was I got married. And
That's not a problem.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to say that was a problem.
There's a rest of the story, though.
Okay, all right.
So I got married. It wasn't long that I had my first child on the way, and I couldn't afford to keep the Corvette, and I needed something that would seat more than 2 people. So I had to get rid of it and get something a little bigger. And I hated not having one ever since. So when I had an opportunity to get another one, I did.
Jumped on that deal. Well, see, you know by the opening of this show that I had one too when I had my daughter.
Yeah.
And to ride her home from the hospital in that thing. And one thing that was really cool, but I got to keep mine a while. But as she grew up, she decided one winter, her birthday was in March, and she decided she wanted a Cookie Monster.
Oh, yeah?
You know what Cookie Monster is? Well, at the local J.C. Penney's, they were selling stuff, and they had a 6-foot-tall Cookie Monster. So what's Dad do? Go out and buy the display. And the only thing I had to put it in was the Corvette. So it's wintertime, and I've got the T-tops off. I've got the Cookie Monster sticking up about 4 feet out of the Corvette and look like Bozo the Clown coming through there. But trust me, you do what you can for your kids, and
Absolutely.
It's fun. Listen, my friend, thank you for taking your time to be on Event Radio. Thank you for coming to Corvette Homecoming. Thank you for bringing one of the coolest cars here on the grounds. It's gorgeous. It's a shame this is not TV and people can see it, but we can at least take a picture or two of it, and that way they know what we're talking about.
Sure. Well, I thank you.
And we'll we'll welcome you back from Madisonville anytime. You know, we won't keep the gates locked to where you can't come over here.
Sure. I appreciate it.
Thank you, my friend, for being on Event Radio. Guys, we're having just too much fun. Corvette Homecoming, Bowling Green 2016. If you ain't here, you're lost, buddy, because you need to be here. This is a fun event. You're on Event Radio. We'll be right back.
On the track or on the street, the #1 brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
All right, guys, you're going to hear the auction in the background, and we are here at the Sloan Convention Center, and we run into a buddy. I mean, this gal and I have been friends for, since Hector was a pup, I guess. Gorgeous little gal, Miss Cindy Whitaker. How are you?
I'm great.
You and Bob just now got into the Corvette hobby, huh?
We did.
Well, you bought a 2016, is that correct?
We did.
You like it?
This week. We love it.
You do?
We did.
Now, did you pick it out or did he?
We both.
Well, you both picked it out. Now, you had horses and all that kind of stuff. Do you still have those?
We have one.
One horse. Okay. So now, which is more fun, the horse or the horsepower?
Oh, my gosh. Horsepower.
The horsepower is more fun. Okay. See, he's liking this because he gets to play with the Corvette, too. See, the horse you might just do by yourself, right?
I don't do. I feed it.
You feed it?
I feed it. I do not ride it.
What's the point in having it, sugar, if you don't ride it? Why do you, just because it looks good out in the field?
Good out in the pasture.
Is that it?
That's true.
Just makes you happy.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's what pretty girls get done. That's what husbands do for pretty girls. They do whatever it takes to make them happy.
That
See?
is true.
I know how this deal works. I know what to do. So what's the favorite thing you've seen here today?
My car.
Your car? Okay. Where is your car, darling? I might have to see it. Back there, huh?
Back in the back parking
Well,
lot.
tell me about it. What is it?
Well, it's just a 2016 black
Ooh.
convertible.
Ooh, I like that.
Black on black.
Black on black convertible.
Other than that, I really can't tell you a whole lot about it. I let him do all the
Now,
horsepower stuff.
do you drive it or does he drive it?
Well, I
Both.
have driven it.
You have
but,
driven it. Now, look, we go way back. Have you spun the tires yet?
A little.
Okay, I knew you had. I knew this is the same girl I've known my whole life, guys. And trust me, she will put it through its paces. She knows how to be make a hot rod do what a hot rod does. And doggone, you're pretty riding in it too. How about that, huh?
Well, thank you.
You know, I mean, not only having a cool car, but when you're a pretty girl in a cool car, I mean, you turn some heads, kid.
Well, we hope so at this age.
Yeah, well, you know, you got to have fun, Cindy.
That is
you got to
true.
have fun,
That's
you know.
right. That's right.
Are you having fun at Corvette Homecoming?
We are. We are.
Is he going to buy another one?
I hope not.
I hope not. Why? He might want another one.
Well,
You're at the auction. He might find a bargain.
he's got if he's got the pocketbook, let him go. For it.
Let him go for it. Well, he does have. He does have.
don't
I mean,
know about
you ain't wanted for much, girl. He takes good care of you.
He does.
Yeah, nice people, guys. And my buddy, Miss Cindy, has been my friend for lots of years, and we've been friends for a long time. And she said she would not be on the radio, and I wouldn't embarrass her. I promised her I wouldn't, and I didn't. See,
You have not.
I've done what I said. What do you think about that?
This is awesome, Spivvy. I'm happy for you and what you do and what you do for the community, and you have fun. We
try to have fun, and we try to bring things to people that can't come, that want to know what's going on. And Terry and I have been doing this thing now for 5 years, and we have done so many crazy things with so many crazy people. I told somebody the other day, we've got a guy in Australia that sends me emails every Monday morning. He tells me about his pet crocodile. And because this little show goes all over the world, I didn't tell you that. I didn't tell you how many people you were talking to. Should I have?
Probably not.
Okay, good. Not many, about 100,000. It's not a big deal.
Well,
you know, now there's 100,000
say
people
hello to everybody.
See, now there's 100,000 people. At least I know one pretty girl. See, so that's okay. No, I got a good looking girlfriend now. You know that?
I have seen you with her.
Have you? Oh, well, she makes me look a lot better.
You just didn't know I had seen you.
Well, that's okay. I'm not hiding anything.
No.
She's actually teaching me how to drive a boat, and so far I've hit everything but the lottery. So I don't know how to do pontoons. I know how to do race cars. I don't know anything about a pontoon boat.
Well, we have a boat too, so we're going to have to get together.
Well, we'll go up there and race. You want to go up there and race at the lake?
We have a pontoon too.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what.
We'll
There's a race coming on. We will go motorboating.
Okay.
On the pontoon. No. Is that what that song is? I don't know. Whatever it is.
I don't sing, so you're not going to.
Can you drive it? Can you drive yours?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, daggone. Now it makes me feel even worse. Yeah, I really did. I've been trying to learn. And we just put it in the slip up there and left it and stuff, you know. And Brenda takes me and has me teaching me how to drive it. Because she's a little avid boater, and she's had houseboats and all that stuff. And it's fun. It's fun. It's hot out here.
It's hot out here.
It's just because she's a hot woman, guys. That's what it is. She's over here sweating. She's nervous, and she's afraid I'm going to ask her something cool. And I promised I'd behave, and daggone it, it's killing me. But I'm doing what I said. Miss Cindy, thank you for being on Event Radio, and thank you for loosening up and doing it. Thanks for being part of the Corvette deal. You will increase the image of the Corvette owners, I promise you, because you're a cool lady and lots of fun and always have been. And my buddy for lots of years, guys, Miss Cindy Whitaker. Thank you for being on, honey.
Thank you.
Guys, we're at the Corvette Homecoming. We're watching the auction. We're watching the Mills guys make these cars bring more than they're worth. And, you know, that's what they do, and they're flat good at it. You're on Event Radio. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Quick Fuel Technology, the innovators in fuel systems, introduces the latest in high-temperature coating technology for select street and performance carburetors. QFT's new Black Diamond series.
Black Diamond.
features a unique satin black Teflon coating that provides award-winning good looks and lasting durability. The Black Diamond series is impact resistant, repels all underhood chemicals, and reduces fuel temperature by 6% for improved performance. The Black Diamond series by Quick Fuel, the ultimate in form and function.
Well, T-Bone, what do you think about Corvette Homecoming, buddy? Is this cool or what?
I think it's just cooler than pockets on the shirts, baby. I mean, they got any kind and every kind of Corvette out here. And Cobras, everything else that anybody would want.
Yeah, you went through the inside. What'd you think in there?
Oh, man, the inside is actually it's probably about 1,000,000 times better than the outside. They got some beautiful automobiles in there.
Well, it's a fun deal, a fun thing to come to, guys. And Corvette Homecoming, we get to do it every year. Joe Pruitt is gracious enough to ask us to come here and do this, and we actually try to do a good job with it. I don't know that we do, but we at least make an attempt.
Well, we must be doing pretty good. This is our 5th year.
Yeah, not many people ask us back. What do you think there? That doesn't happen much.
Well, Joe's a friend.
Well, yeah, that's all right. We've actually conned him, I guess. But, no, it is a good event. It's I think one of my favorite Corvette events that come into the city.
I think so, too, by all means, actually.
And I'm so glad they got the auction going again. It's still going on. I'm sure you can hear it in the background. And Mr. Traylor doing his thing. And, buddy, I'm telling you, Philip Traylor is probably as good an auctioneer as there is in this country.
Got that right.
And buddy, he rocks. Now, there's no doubt about it. But this is a fun event. It's a fun thing. People are having fun. It's just neat, I think.
I mean, they got anything you want to see out here that you could possibly think of that's nice.
Well, there's still a line of cars to go. They're still selling cars, and they've been selling them, oh, gosh, for an hour and a half, and they're still selling them, and they're bringing pretty good money. But, there's always something going on at Corvette Homecoming. It's fun. As always, guys, we never end our shows without thanking our sponsors. They're next to you, the listener. They're the most important people in our world, and they go along for the ride with us, and boy, we sure do appreciate everything they do. The great people at Quick Fuel Technologies, the absolute best carburetor people on the planet, bar none. I don't care where you go, you will not top Quick Fuel, no matter how hard you try. The good guys at Holly Performance. Holly's got all kinds of good stuff. The new thing is the Hydromat that they've got. That's a real cool deal. It'll suck more gas than a cheap credit card, but it really does well as far as getting all the fuel. NASCAR is loving it. The Round Track boys love it because you use every bit of fuel in the tank. It doesn't get in there and slosh around and cause you problems, and it's actually increased the mileage on NASCAR by a bunch, and that's what Holly does. They are innovators. They come up with what the sport needs. They make it, they sell it, and they stand behind it, guys. The guys at Holly.com, give them a call. They are the bad guys on the block.
And if you need to find out some hot rod event to go to Gearhead Gazette, talk to Jimmy B.
Yeah, GearheadGazette.com. You find out who, what, when, and where off of every cool event that's going on anywhere in the region. Just make sure you write that down and go on GearheadGazette.com, and they will show you everything that's cool to spend your days. Last but not least, the great guys where we spend a lot of our summer, Beach Bend Park, Beach Bend Raceway, and Beach Bend Splash Lagoon.
That's a good place to go today.
Hey, boy, it'd be a great place to go today. It's one of the few water parks that I can get my whole body wet in at one time.
They've expanded.
Yeah, they just expanded it. A lot of new slides and a lot of, they got a lazy river. That thing's cool. You ever been on that?
Yeah, a couple times.
Oh, I like that.
I do too.
Boy, I'm telling you what, I just go on there and go to sleep.
They
and
wouldn't
just ride.
let me bring my cooler along, though.
They wouldn't let you do that?
No.
Yeah, oh, well, maybe they're working on it. You might you might catch them on a weekday,
There you go.
But it's a fun place, guys, that Beach Bend Park, Beach Bend Raceway, and 26 multi-day events this year. Everything that's cool goes on at Beach Bend, and we at Event Radio try to bring those to you just in case you can't make it. But we would rather you attend the events than depend on us.
Well, you don't have to travel that far to go to Beach Bend. It's the only one located in this area, and it's top-notch.
That's right. Well, T-Bone, we're going to actually make an attempt, guys. If this happens to be the last show we ever do, we hope it isn't, but we're going to actually try jet skiing this afternoon. T's going to use his motorcycle skills and actually try to master a jet ski.
We're going to try the backflip.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, but the problem is you're supposed to want to do it.
Well, it'd be an accident if I do it.
Yeah, I know. See, you're supposed to want to do it. But we're going to go up and have some fun. We've actually turned into old guys that actually have a little bit of fun up on the water. And our pontoon boat, the only thing I haven't hit's a lottery. But my new first mate is watching over me, going to teach me how to do it. And so far I'm doing pretty good. I haven't met much lately.
It's been hit more than Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, I know. Well, what's bad is I had to rent 2 slips so that I could get it in one, and sometimes you just sacrifice other things,
You got to slide it in.
Yeah, got to slide it in. Guys, we appreciate you listening to Event Radio, all the crazy stuff we do, and we appreciate all of our guests that we had today, Miss Cindy, Mr. Joe Campbell, the guys from Phillip Trailer, the auctioneers, Russell Mills, the auctioneers, and all the people that with the cars, the high mileage Corvette, everybody that took their time to be on Event Radio.
Come to Bowling Green to support
That's
us.
right. We've had a blast at Corvette Homecoming. We appreciate you joining us, and we will talk again.
Say bye.
You've been listening to Event Radio, covering local drag racing, stock car racing, motorcycles, go-karts. If it's got wheels and you can race it, you heard about it here. Event Radio is motorsports radio on steroids. Join us next time with your hosts, Spivey Williams and Terrible T Guy.